my God. They found me. I don't know how they found me.
Look for money!
Hey YouTube, PhatPastor here. Hopefully you can hear me. Got fresh batteries in my microphone, so it shouldn't be a problem. Let me know if everything's coming through all right. Got a lot of things to talk about tonight. Got quite a bit to show you in mail call. So let me turn this up for a second. Got some echoing. Let's see how. You guys hearing echoing? Echo. Of course. Probably not hearing it now, right? But won't be able to hear Jarvis either, probably. Let's see. All right, let's see how that works. Pop out the chat so we can get Jarvis. All right. Let's see if he's saying anything.
Hello.
What in the world? Jarvis sounds like he's sick or something, doesn't he?
Cowboy with a camera. Good.
What the crap? Can you guys hear me at all? Oh, cowboy with a camera. I mean, oh, let me see what's happened to Jarvis. He seems to have changed languages on me. Or something, I don't know. Yeah. Let's see what that sounds
Yay,
like.
man, we can hear you.
All right, that guy sounds crazy. Keep talking to me, typing. I gotta find. I think this is it. I think this is Jarvis. Type me something else. Type me something else, if you will. I think I got Jarvis back. Hopefully, it's the right name. Why it switched to something else, I do not know. Always something. Didn't touch it.
Talking, typing, halluciners.
Okay, that's not quite him. That was. Let's see, it's not.
I am Joe Biden and I crapped my pants.
I wiped my butt. Oh, let me see if I can find him. What was his name? Grandpa, Grandma.
I am Joe Biden and I crapped my pants.
Yep, that's not the right one. Let's see. I thought I just picked an English. Let's try that one. Let's see the.
There we go.
Oh! there we go. That doesn't sound right. Maybe that's it. Dude, I didn't change a thing on Jarvis. Just open him up and he's speaking different languages. Let me see here. Finland, Canada, Italy. Was it Eddie? Try that. I get used to a voice and they're going to change it on me. Is that what they're doing? Always something in it. Now it doesn't appear to
What
be working.
about Johnny Dossie? Hi guys. I got the LED and stuff, Smarty.
That's-
Thank you so much, buddy.
You're welcome, man. Oh no. It sounds like Stephen Hawking. I got to change it. Something. I got to find something, guys. Voice, personal. Now let's try that. I'm glad you like it. I hope you like the LEDs, Mike. They were sent out twice to another member, and one of them I still don't know where it's at, but the other one came back to me, and he said, "Forget it, just give it to him."
How about now? I am Stephen Hawking and I prefer robotic underage people.
What the heck? Enable speech. All right. Maybe that one. I got to get it off the Stephen Hawking stuff. That's just way too distracting for me. That guy, he was just too smart. Now y'all know why my streams are 2-3 hours.
Oops. Good evening, everyone. How about now?
No. Okay. No. I put personality voices. Let me uncheck personality voices, because that is not a personality voice. All right. I got to have something at least I can tolerate till I find it again. I know I didn't spell that right. Let's see what he does with it.
O/W Buikds.
What the heck? I do not understand it. Reference. PhatPastor. Same as preferred voice. Yes. Speak English. What did I do? I've turned it into Eternal Stephen Hawkins, which is horrible. Let's see what Daniel sounds like. Daniel from the UK. Is it Daniel from the I didn't think it was. I thought it was Arthur. But just as long as it's not like creepy. Because that's creepy.
Hello. Hey Casey.
That's a little bit better, but still sounds flippin' weird.
What's up, buddy?
Can y'all hear him? Are y'all hearing Jarvis? No exclamation points on it. I'm probably going to find a different software to use than this. It's just jacked up. Pop out the
Yay.
chat.
That is good.
You can hear him. Okay. Sounds like crap, but okay. Now it should be popping up on the screen when you chat too. So we will see. Anybody ever think that YouTube just does some of this just because they can? You know, or whatever. It's just,
Philoblaster. My name is Jarvis and I am an alcoholic.
okay, but see, it's not popping up in the chat. Why is the chat not populating? The chat should be populating. Right there on the screen over here beside my name, right there. Right there. It should be coming up there, but no. It doesn't want to. Pop out chat and then don't touch it. Okay. There we go. That should work. Because I need that to be able to, yeah, feature chat, you guys. All right. So I'm going to give that a shot, guys. I know it's not the right voice. I didn't change anything, but at least at first it was like a foreign voice, or I don't know what it was. It's like my Mac Mini got hijacked or something. So, yeah. All right. Got a lot of things to talk about. Racing is on the agenda tonight, and I'm going to do some work with some, if time permitting, work with some Cobb LEDs and put them on some UWL frames. I plan to have at the next race at least 2 UWLs that I'll have for sale that meet the spec. But yeah, we had a real good race. Been a couple weeks ago. Since then I've been able to put out 2 review videos. The HDzero screens with all of them. That one was long in the making, but I got it done. Next thing I'm thinking about working on, you guys tell me if you think it would be interesting or just a waste of my time. I haven't even set my bench camera. Probably gonna be like horrible. It's not that bad. Get my phone out of the way so we don't get any inception. Thinking about reviewing that and that. Doing a comparison review of the original Tiny Whoop prop popper and the loved and hated.
You scheduled the next race during Multi-GP Champs Week.
I scheduled it during multi. What, the 26th? Is that what you're talking about? I think that was the only time that Z King, he was on here earlier. Why is it not populating the chat? It should be populating the chat right over there. Huh. I don't know. Did you say the 26th is Champs Week? Is that what you said? Right. Wait, let me try this again.
ZKONFPV, in
There he is.
here.
There he is. There he is. I think Phil was saying that we scheduled the race for Multi-GP Champs Week. Let me paste. Okay. Now that's on. Let me unpop out the chat and then repop it back out again and see if it will start populating. I don't understand it. I want to be able to see the chat on the screen, guys. And there we go. Now if you type something, it should show up there to my right. I just had to recut and paste the chat, so there we go.
Hello, I need to get one of those prop remover tools. Yes, next race the 26th of October.
Yeah. I think, Phil, I think the reason why that was done is I think it's the only weekend that we have off together. So I think that's what that's for.
Really?
Yep. Really. I think that's what's the thing. But let me know if you put in the chat if you guys want to see a prop popper review between the two of them. What the difference is? Not a lot, but there's some. But also, it's also, I believe, a point of a lot of controversy too. So,
I made an amateur mistake and ran my little Scion XB through a huge puddle. Hydrolocked it and got a rod knock lol. I know better.
Oh. Now you got a rod knocking. That's not going to be cheap, is it? What's this camera getting all jacked up for? Yeah, that's not going to be cheap. Unfortunately, that's not like when we screw a whoop up. That one's going to cost you a little bit. All right, so yeah, let me see if I can show you guys something.
Probably like 1,500. I am going to talk to insurance.
Yeah, if you're able to fix a knocking rod in a Scion for $1,500, that's actually pretty cheap, I'm thinking. But
Prop
yeah.
poppers are worth every penny and then some.
Yes. Yep. I've used both of them. But there is, and I don't, neither one of these do. I have another one that I keep in my Whoop flight bag. But one of these, I have two of them just in different colors. And if you watched my
Baterud FPV, rod knock is better than a knock in the rod.
Yeah. Bateran root. I've got to fix Jarvis. He's been drinking or something. But if you watch my HDzero screens, you may already know which one I prefer by.
I have the OG No Spring V1.
And usually if it's something that I like,
This mofo is a dirty bird.
Yeah. You have the OG No Spring version.
Grinning face with squinting eyes.
Yeah, it should pop it. You can populate your little emoji there on the screen. It should float around. That works. It doesn't change to anything else, but well, I don't know how many people around here besides you, Phil, are going to Champs. But yeah, I don't know if it's if we have another weekend. I just signed up for a UWL race on October 9th.
Hand with medium light skin tone with index and middle fingers crossed.
Oh, fingers crossed. Yeah. well, if you're not able to go to champs, then maybe you can join us at the warehouse.
Bless Heads for showing you how to do all this streaming stuff, Marty lol. He is a good dude.
Yes, yeah, yes. Heads was the one that introduced me to speech
It's
chat.
all good. We are no longer friends. Lololol.
Yeah, well, Heads and I are still friends, so but just me and Phil evidently are not friends anymore. That'll make him choose. I didn't set it. I didn't set the race. You have to talk to Z King about that. So I'm just gonna go and run equipment there and fly. So, but also on November the 9th, I've signed up for a race in E-Town, Kentucky with Bluegrass Drone Racing for a UWL race there. So, yeah. Gonna try to make it up there, fly with them guys. I've been wanting to do that for a while. Hadn't had a chance. But let me share something with you guys. Maybe I can show you.
Is that a joke?
What a joke. That I'm going to go fly with Bluegrass?
Dang lack of inflection lol. What's the dates of the BDR race?
I think the 9th. November 9th. You see this, Phil? I don't know if you can see it very well. I got some stuff stacked up on it. But this is a case. It's got my screen in it. This is my laptop here. I've got a sound mixer in it. And I will have a
About being friends.
Oh, no. It was a joke. It was a joke. Yep. Yeah, Phil ain't getting rid of me that easy. So, I mean, I think he already knows that. Let's just do that. There we go. But yeah, I've been working on that case back there. I probably almost broke my leg working on it. I come out of the back of the church. I didn't have any lights on where anybody can see it, or anybody can not come off the steps, and like to get my fat self out of the way. About killed myself. Dislocated my knee, but it popped back in with some coercing about 48 hours.
Robotic leg and foot.
Yeah. So I'm trying to stream. This was Phil's recommendation. So I'm giving it a try. Monies and monies later, and a dislocated knee, and more orders of stuff, and I think I'm getting close to having it where I want it. So, yeah. Let's see how robotic knee. That's my favorite part of the snake when I go to Louisiana to have it with Bobby Boucher and his mother. It's the knee. So some of you will know what I'm talking about. Some of you are just like, what's he talking about? Yeah, I'm pretty sure I can pull that up. Phil, let me see if I can pull up.
Marty is the closest geographical pilot to me. We are friends because he has cool things face with tears of joy.
We are only friends because of what I can provide for Phil. That's not true. Phil was helping me when I didn't know anything about racing. He was one that was. He was the master, and I was the sensei. So don't let him kid you.
Lol.
Lol. I'm trying to sign in so I can get the information. this right here.
Sensei, digital. Same here, Phil lol.
What's the digicals on? I'll give it a minute and I'll give it a name read. Here it is. What, pitch black? Whoa, wait. No, E-Town. Elizabethtown Gym. November 9th.
Now I need your help just to bind a quad, haha.
That's right. The student has become the master. Call me Splinter. Yeah, there it is. November 9th, 5 p.m. to 10 p.m. Less than 2 hours away from me, straight up north. UWL season opener. Dust off your quads, charge up those 1S packs, and let's get up there. Right now, there's already Daniel Roten, Alien, or Tilted Alien, FPV Newbie, and PhatPastor. So we got enough already to run a race. If nobody else joins, I'm going to at least get fourth. So, yeah. So, yep, that's it. So, I'm excited about it. I've been wanting to get up there and race with those guys, Daniel and oh, what's his name? I'll think of it in a minute. Is it Matt? Yeah, maybe. I was going to tell you if you're available.
I'll
can
try to make it.
Yeah, if you're available, you can just meet me in town, and I'll drive and take care of the gas. Justin Barnett. Yeah, that's it. Yep, great guy. So yeah, I want to show you guys some things that I got in the mail today.
Bernie FPV.
That's exactly who he is. Bernie FPV. Yeah, great guys. Great guys up there at Bluegrass Multi-Rotor. And hopefully nothing interfering. I know sometime in November I'm maybe going out of town for a day or two, but I'll try to work it around that. So let me turn here and okay, what's the deal with it?
It makes me want to wag my tail when it comes to
It makes me smile to think my friends will say, I wonder what's in the mail today. What's in the mail today? What's in the mail today? I wonder.
Mail call! Copper bottom. This one's from your mom.
Oh, is there anything for me?
Oh, I got something for you. That's from my sister.
I recognize the handwriting.
What's in the mail today? What's in the mail today?
How about now? You got sound for me now? Can you hear me now? Let me know. Still no sound. What about now? Got sound now? Let me see. I have to keep turning this up. It's such a loud.
Can you hear me now? Let me know.
Yeah, yeah.
Still no
We
sound.
are good.
What about now?
It was doubled at the
Ring
end.
Korea, yes.
Yeah, at the end it was doubled. I need to just turn desktop audio.
Double
off.
sound.
Got it now.
Now you have an
God.
echo.
Yep, should be clear now. But yes, this is a Meteor 75,
You were
2022 Meteor 75 Pro. Now, for legit, straight up UWL races, this has 19,500 kV motors on it. I've been told by people that know a lot more about motor manufacturing than
Yeah, it's thumbs up.
than I do, that these are really, they're also made by Happy Model. They're just branded as Beta FPV motors, and they are actually 19,000 kV. So at our races, at least, I don't have anything to do. I'm just going to Bluegrass to race. So, you know, their spec is theirs, but we won't DQ somebody over flying a stock Meteor 75, not the Pro. Don't get the Pro. Pro's got different kind of motors on it, but if you get the regular one, Rect has this one. I think it retails for around $109, something like that, which is not bad because it, you know, I just opened it today, just literally opened the box before I sit down. You'll have to add some weight to it because this is analog, but it comes with all that extra plastic crap that you need to put on or you don't have to, that you probably will need to put on the canopy to get it to come up to weight. You get 2 batteries with it. You get a little, you get a little Beta FPV. This is a charger and a battery tester. I don't know if you guys know that. I didn't for the longest time. I just thought it was just a battery tester, but you can take and plug in your battery and it'll tell you. I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, you can see it doesn't flicker. That's just the way the camera is. But if you put a USB-C in it, this becomes a charger and we'll start to charge this battery up. And that's now it doesn't meet spec with our spec because it doesn't have LEDs on it, but I'm gonna put some cobs on it, maybe even tonight. I'm actually talking with Dave from Fly High about doing something different with the cobs, so stay tuned on that. I may have him on the show if we can work out a schedule to get him on the show. But yeah, it comes with, the little screwdriver. Wait, did they actually do it? Yes. Look here, guys. I'm celebrating. No stupid, worthless prop removal tool. Not at all. I would rather them leave it out than throw it in there, because it's just, I don't know of anybody that uses that. I mean, you can try it. I think everybody's tried it once or twice, and frustration of your fingers getting worn out, spinning props back and forth. But yeah. Also, this is something I had to order from. Don't really have a whole lot to do with FPV, but I want to be talking more about the screen thing here. My race gear, what I'm doing, and let me zoom in again over here. See, here is my here's my soundboard. Right now, everything is disconnected from the soundboard because when I take and plug up my 1/4 inch cables into the slot, it sticks up too high. You can't really see it, but right here, this is as far as it sticks up. It's a good 2 inches higher, and it's going to hit the screen. So me being a pastor and a youth pastor for 140 years and setting up sound thousands of times, found out about these little things. And what this is, let me get this back to position 1. I may move the camera over and give you a better look later. What this is let's go to the bench. Am I on the bench? Come on. Okay, yeah, I was on the bench. What this is you can take your regular 1/4 inch that's going to stick up, and you'll plug it in like so. And it'll just plug right in. I think it would just plug. No, they sent the wrong thing. This is for me to wire, to undo the wiring on that. Dadgummit. Amazon. This is not what you need. What you need, you should need to plug in a 1/4 inch just right to it. Now I could take apart every audio cable that I've got, but you're just opening yourself up with something like that for more noise in the system. So these will go back, and crap. But that's what that was supposed to be for. And it actually showed a wire, a 1/4 inch being plugged into it. So they just sent me the wrong ones. Yeah, because I was only supposed to get 3, and they've sent me 5. That looks like it says 6 to me, right? That's 6. Yep. Probably used. Yep. 6, 35 millimeter. No. 6, but it's a 5-pack. So thank you, Amazon. So, all right. Show you something else that a pastor friend of mine that streams, told me about this and actually sent me a discounted link to order it. He says he went through about the microphone that I'm using here on the stream, and that died in the middle of my Mondo interview. I give $89 for it, and it's a Samsung mic, and it works all right, but I don't like having to. I mean, I've tried 3 different condenser microphones on a stick, and he recommended that I get this little thing. Says that he uses it and that it would be perfect to put in my case there. It's a condenser microphone. It's powered off of itself, and it's got 1/4 inch or a 3.5 inch out, so you can bring it out, and it's powered by USB. And so I'm gonna give it a try. I don't know anything about it. I ordered it when he told me about it. It feels real sturdy. All of it's metal. Doesn't feel like a cheap, even the grill facing's metal. And it's got a solid base on it. So I'll give that a try in my streaming kit, set that in there and have it pick up what's near and all of that. So I'm close. I'm a lot closer than I was. It took a while to get that screen mounted in that rifle case. A lot of trial and error. But I don't know if you can see the top. Yeah, you're not gonna be able to. No. Yeah, that's it. At the races, the problem.
Can you send me a link to that mic?
Yeah, I will after I test it and make sure that it works, because it wasn't a very expensive mic, but it's supposed to have a good range on it. And what he said is he had one. Someone had given him one similar to it that was like a $200 or $300 mic, and this is like a Chinese knockoff of the $200 mic, and to him, he said it worked the same. He noticed no difference in it, and this is probably like a $20, $30 microphone. So yeah, it would be, if anybody watched the last stream where Phil was emceeing.
Looks very nice.
It's good and heavy. It is it's probably good 2 pounds, 2.5 pounds. And you know, it's got a mute button on it. You get that button below the volume here. I don't know if you can see it. Is a mute button. Then you got an overall master volume here. And but yeah, I'll eventually get all of this stuff down and learned about what works for me and the equipment that I've got. But the problem is it's a lot of trial and error, and I just don't have a whole lot of time for the trial. That's why you guys see on the stream here a lot of error, is because I'll usually start about an hour before the stream testing stuff and making sure it's all right. But the other one is it's supposed to have been the same thing as these. This, you take the mini, like it goes from that microphone, and it will convert to a 1/4-inch stereo, which is tipped ring sleeve. That's what that. Oh, come on, Marty. There you go. That's what the lines are. It's tip, ring, and sleeve. You don't want tip, ring sleeve, because that's for audio and iPhones and stuff like that. It's not gonna mesh with a true sound mixer. So yeah. And what else do I have? I think that's it. I'm supposed to have some props. Supposed to have a bag of props from Wrecked, but I need to make sure that's not still in the box, because I end up giving out more UWL props at races than I use myself. But I guess that's part of being a race director, is having the stuff. I even gave up I'm not touting or bragging, but to keep the race going, I had somebody pull an eco camera off of one of my UWLs to put it on someone else to keep them in the race, because they literally broke theirs. So that's what you got to do sometimes to keep the race going, if you can at all. Got some props here. More white one.
Yes. Thanks for the props, Marty.
You wasn't the only one, brother. Here we go. Maybe that's them. I'm going to tell you guys my idea here. and I might start working on it here in a minute. Let's go back to the bench. There we go. You didn't see me, guys, but I threw down several bags of props. I got a plan, and I might start working on it tonight if it seems like there's interest in it. Anybody interested or have any interest in how I go about putting cobs on these frames? Here's my plan. I've got all kinds of different colors in that bag, and I've got this bag here. So let me see if I can show you guys some things. All right, here on these cobs, I don't know if you can barely see the black and white. You can see the notches there in the side better. You see the little notches in the side? These LEDs, they have like a cut point. Try not to touch these together because I don't want to blow up a battery on a string. But I don't know if you can see, you're not going to be able to see that in there. You can, if you look close at the cobs, you can see the individual little LEDs in them. This is purple, actually. And my plan is to, let me see if I can find better right here. All right. See, all right, you can see this. How often there's a cut point on these. It's very close. It's just like a regular LED. You cut right in the center of the pad, and you have voltage and ground. 5 volts on the bottom down here, and then ground on the other side. And what my plan is with this one, this white frame, is I want to build a multicolored UWL. Let's see what color these are. These might be out of the same reel that I gave Mike's. Round is ground. And the problem with all this is I'm doing this with my bifocals off. Come on, get in there. I have streaming glasses so I can see. All right. So here, that's the blue. And my plan is to go from here, blue, cut it, seam it with red, and go red all the way around to the center of the back. Cut this stuff off, seam it, and then go blue around, and then red up to here. So it's like red, blue, red, blue, or blue, red, whatever. Alternate it to make it look kind of like a cop car. I'm talking with Dave. There is boards that you can use to make them flash and that type of stuff. I don't know how heavy it is, and I don't know that it will run off of an AIO. I don't know if that board that controls them will run off a 5 amp. But at any rate, I plan on taking this one, and I'll probably keep it for myself. And put the Whoop Light VTX on it from HDzero, because I got a couple of them that are not open. Not put the AIO, because if you was to run the AIO in UWL, you're gonna have to add a lot of worthless weight to get it up to minimum of 40 grams. And I don't want to do that when I can add weight with LEDs and things like that. So am I still scrolling? I've not heard anybody lately. Is Jarvis? Okay, it says it's still running. Jarvis still working. You guys gone quiet on me? All right.
Why size they don't want to talk to you, Marty?
Why size? That's clearly yes. But it didn't show it, did it? Do I gotta pop the... Yep. YouTube did it again, so... I don't know. I'm sorry if you guys were talking and I didn't see it. No, I think that's the last one. Hey, B. Hendrix, how's it going?
Hello, is it me you're looking for? B. Hendrix. I wanna know. I wanna know. Oh baby. I wanna know.
All right. All right. Well, we will work on it. How about that? I have a knack. I'll say it that way. I have a knack for starting to build and do stuff and get off camera, get caught up, and literally start doing something and trying to show you something and it's not on camera. So let me know if you see that. Jarvis is on. He's talking. He'll be in my ear. So if I'm over here working a lot instead of over here, let me know, and I will try to. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to trim this stuff, this crap right here off the back of the, I don't really even know why they still make it now. I don't know of anybody that's running that little, there used to be a little LED board that you could fit right in the back there. But I don't know of anybody that's running that anymore. And so I always cut it off. First thing we're going to do is we're going to cut this stuff off to get a more accurate measurement of you don't want to cut into your, and I may have to switch.
There should be a drone landing pad for your shoulder, like a pirate's parrot.
That's right. That's right. True story, though. I have a niece that's blind, and then and she used to have a CNI dog, and she walked into a store and grabbed the CNI dog by the tail and picked it up and swung it around over her head. And the lady in that shop was obviously a dog lover, and she's like, "What are you doing?" She said, "Oh, just looking around." Wah, wah, wah. Dad joke. Wasn't true. The dad jokes are getting more and more prevalent with me the older I get. My daughters are grown, 27 and 25. But yeah, just kind of clean that up a little bit. First thing I want to do is I want to get a measurement. I want to use this purple one here because it's already out. My advice, do not use, first thing, do not use this big, huge, honking wire that comes with the LEDs on a tiny whoop. Now, if you're doing it for a UWL and you want the weight, go ahead, but I use tiny whoop wire, and I'll show you that in just a moment. But the first thing I'm going to do is I like to go from this side duct. I've actually got two that I put the LEDs all around, even up on the front, all the way around. And especially with HDzero, you'll get bleed through. Like one was red and one was blue, and you always have like a blue haze coming up from the bottom of the camera. So now I go from here all the way back around to here, leaving this front part open with no LEDs on it, because for UWL spec, all that you need to be able to do is to see an LED from all four sides. You can see them from the front because they come up here a little bit. You can see it from the right side, left side. So if you take your cob, and some people will leave it out like this. I don't. I glue it down, because even though the tape is pretty good, in my opinion, it is not. It doesn't hold through a lot of crashes. The reason why I'm using this purple is I think I've already done it with the purple and gave the rest to someone else. I think I've already made this measurement with this purple. And this will give me an
8-bit
idea.
FPV. Make it sticky icky. Hey.
Hey, brother, how's it going? Mike was just on here thanking me for the LEDs that got to him, and those were yours. You were the one that won them. So yeah, even the purple's too long. So make a measurement about how long you want it. You can measure it out if you have a tape measure on you. It's probably what you should do. I don't think my my calipers, which is the only thing I'm gonna have. By the way, this is the wire.
Mickey God's lit up a. Thank you as well, 8-bit homie.
Yep, Mikey got lit up. He did. And he got a few extra things.
I am doing out. How's about use?
Yep. So, do I want to use my calipers? Let's just do that.
No problem, man.
Let's just, or I could use these little measuring things on my board. And what is this? Centimeters or millimeters? Where's freedom units? Freedom units. Let's see here. That's too long. It's longer than 8 inches. Yep. See how long it is in. Is this centimeters? I got it at. I don't know if you can see there. There's numbers on the bottom of my pad there. And it's right at 290. 290, but I don't know what units those are. I'm guessing that's 290 millimeters. But let me see. Drop my mouse. That's good. Okay. Move back over here. So 290 millimeters. Let me see. Nothing like being prepared, is it? So if we go from 100...
Them freedom units. I was gonna say, aren't there some freedom units that measure in millimeters?
19. Oh, wait. Millimeters. All right. Let's zero it and see what it says. Now that's 20. It's so 100 is 10 millimeters. So 290 would be 29 millimeters. Correct? Yes. So 290 millimeters long is what I need. So, all right. And I'm going to do...
Be right back. Got to stir my country fried taters.
Oh. That sounds really good right now, brother. Some country fried taters. Okay. So, if we got 290, where's my post-it notes? I need my, what did I do with, what? I'm always losing crap. I got to put my real glasses on. I got trifocals on them. But this way I'll be able to read. So if we get 290 divided by 4, because we're going to have 4 sections, 2 sections of red and 2 sections of blue. So 290 divided by 4 is not even, right? Let me clean off my glasses. I can't hear anything when I don't have my glasses clean. I don't have them on. I'll just use my phone like everybody else does. Remember when they told us in school that you're going to need to learn, you're going to need to remember this stuff because you're not always going to have a calculator with you. Were they wrong? $290 divided by 4 equals 72.5. So we'll do 7.3 millimeters. Right? Yep. 7.25. So 7.3 millimeter sections each. Right? If we go, yeah, that'll give us a little bit over which we can work with. So let's take the red, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to lay it out here. Kind of stick it down. See, when I got something up on the screen, you guys can't see what I'm doing. Okay, so I'm going to cut 2 sections at about 7/3. So let's turn it on, put it at, no, that's not right. Let me do this again. 290. I might have screwed something up. It's 72 millimeters each. Right? Yes. Okay, that is millimeters. All right. I don't know why I was looking wrong. I might have still had on something else. Might have had on centimeters. All right, so I want to do 73 millimeters. And I'm going to make 3 sections that long. Let's do 725.
Gianello Co. What's good, my holy FPV peeps?
Hey, June Loco, how's it going? Pay no attention to Jarvis. He's caught a virus, is what it sounds like. So we're going to do 2 sections at 7.2 or 72.5, which is, and this stuff is easier. Okay, so right in
Are we
here.
installing the new 5 inches one?
No, these are, this is going to be a 2-color, 4-sectioned red, blue UWL to look kind of like, now, kind of like a an old-timey cop car. I'm gonna put a black canopy on top of it, and so what I do now is I have it marked. Let me just get a Sharpie here so that I mark it right. So around this mark here, I'm going to pull away the sticker. You just don't go into these cutting. I think I might wait on my Exacto. Or I can grab another Exacto.
Loco.
Where's my, there it is. You're just going to try to get up underneath the sticker without getting up underneath the adhesive. See, I told you I have a bad habit of doing that. Supposed to let me know. All right, I've done it. And I'm going to try to cut it right at where I had it marked. Okay. So we'll see the closest seam to that is going to be this one right here. But before we cut it, one of the things I also like to do is I also like to lay it down and carefully scratch away the adhesive, because you're not going to be able to solder to that until you burn through it, which takes some time. And
At 8-bit FPV, what's good, brother?
I have lifted a pad off of these before because of the adhesive that's on them.
Some taters that's cooking up. And you?
Got him some taters cooking up. And you can tell, I don't know if you can see it there, but just on this side over here, you see the adhesive rolling up. And that's what you want to do. You want to roll that adhesive up off of these pads so that when you go to solder, what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this and I'm going to solder it to a blue section, just as long as it's going to go red, blue, red, blue, red, all the way around the quad. So tonight, if I just get the LEDs cut and on the quad, I'll be doing a good job. Let's cut. There we go. You see I still got a little bit of
Just
adhesive
chilling at
on
work working on Somadim BS lol.
I got a little bit of the adhesive left on the 5. So I'll scratch that back a little bit. Yeah. You can see that. When you start to push it back, it's you can clearly see
Quick
it's
go
like
fly.
a tape.
Fun per volt FPV. Sup all. Not just kidding. Admin.
Hey.
Milamptio.
All right. Making sure there's not anything I need to respond to in the chat. And it doesn't. Now you'll see me doing like this a lot because I've got my bifocals on. So I've got to pull up the bifocal so I can read.
Yo 8-bit.
So, all right, we got one. And what I'm going to do here to make it easy, I'm going to lay them side by side. Put a mark in the about area because it's still, you can still screw it up by just cutting it right in the middle. We don't want to do that. We want to lift it up, lift the sticker up, and cut it right in the center of the pad. And we're going to do this twice with the blues. And we're going to...
It's guaranteed if I charge the waterproof quad. We won't get a drop of rain. Lol. Amps are fun too.
That's it. Well, we're about to get some rain here. That I haven't seen lately, but I heard that they're calling for where I'm at to get about as much as 6 to 8 inches of rain in the next couple of days from this hurricane that's hitting in Florida. How much we'll get in northern middle Tennessee. All right. Look, I want you to follow me. Okay? You follow me? There you go. That's what you're supposed to be doing. Yep. And look, right on the line, right on my mark line was a cut point.
Wouldn't it be easier to cut with some dikes?
No, I use these. I like this. Really, a
Dry
good...
in Nashville at the moment.
Yeah. Yeah. It's been raining on and off here, but nothing's... We had a big front come through yesterday, out of the north, where the wind was coming out of the north, but the moisture was coming out of the southwest, out of Texas. And I think it pushed a lot of anything that would have been coming from the hurricane on out of the way. All right, so we got our 2 reds. Seal this back up. And as y'all can see, I got plenty of red and plenty of blue. Probably less blue than red, but most people want blue. That I've given them some.
Raining here in Pikeville, Tennessee.
Pikeville? Pikeville, Tennessee. I got to find Jarvis back. I don't know what happened to him, but I'm not down with this new guy. Let's see if we are at the, yeah, we are there. So we can do the same thing again here.
How much was that LED roll?
This roll.
Does Pikeville have floodgates? Dang, look at all that LED stock.
This is a fly high. Both of these, I think the blue is a fly high roll, and maybe the red is a wee bleed roll. And I think they were both 15, they were 5 meters. So, I think it was like $25 for 5 meters, but you can get them like enough to do one whoop for like $5 to $10, depending upon, you know. Of course, you're not going to get it for that, because if you order just that, both of them are going to charge you at least that much in shipping. Just to see, I almost did it. I almost cut this without looking, and that would not have been a good idea. Though I'm pretty sure my measurements are right, but my dad always taught me to measure twice, cut once. And yeah, I've got more. I could make this project faster, but when I build, I like to take my time and take a little pride in the build. Look at that, right on it. And not let the fiddly parts of the builds bother me, because you know when you're working with micros, my favorite things to fly, 65, 75 millimeter and tiny trainer. Those, in my opinion, are some of the most frustrating and aggravating quads to work on. I've seen seasoned builders trying to rebuild a tiny trainer and get everything stuck in up underneath that canopy with the lights and everything. Vow that they would never try to build another tiny trainer again. And, you know, that's why a lot of people buy the binding flies from 533, is, you know, they do it right. And it is a hassle. I've damaged a flight controller, HDzero VRX, several MIPI cables, trying to get everything to fit in that canopy. So, but if I've learned, at least for me, if I just take my time and make a effort that I'm going to enjoy the process and not let it get to me. I had to learn that with my head injury. And so I just take my time, and if it starts to get real frustrating for me, I stop. I'm going to always finish it tomorrow. There's not anybody else going to come here and work on my desk and mess my stuff up. So when it gets to be a bit much, I just put it down for a few hours, and then let me scrape this off before I make that last cut, because it is easier to do. It is easier to scrape the glue off while they're still on one pad together. At least the way I do it. I've heard some people say you can take some fingernail polish remover and rub on it with a cotton ball, and it'll get the adhesive off. Right now, all that I'm doing, I don't know if you can see it or not, but all I'm doing is I'm getting up underneath it, barely putting the edge on. Got to be careful, because the X-Acto will pull that copper. If it's a sharp blade, it'll pull that copper plate right off. It'll just pull that pad right off. See, start to do a little bit there.
Tell my daughter that. Lol, her and the vacuum are my worst enemy. Lol.
Tell my daughter that. Her and the vacuum are my worst enemy. We'll play it back for her. You can always play it back for her. We are at 1 hour and 23 minutes and 15 seconds. You know, I think it's a lot, it's a lot like everything in our lives. If we don't stop and take a little time to enjoy the journey, we're going to miss out on so much. Everything, really, the majority of our life is spent in between tasks. And so if we're always focused on where we're being or where we're going, we end up missing out on where we're at. And, it's all right. Now I know I had another red one up here somewhere. What did I drop it?
We have rain.
We have rain. Where you at, Fun Provoked? What part of the country are you in?
Where we at?
Where we at? Where you at? Come on. Really? Watch, it's going to be somewhere. Just like laying up underneath something. I know I cut 2 red. Now, on my bench, I only have 1.
3 miles east of Nashville.
Oh, you should come to some of our races, bro. If nothing else, just to hang out with us. And teach us all about really how to do LEDs. Here I'm doing like a... Okay, so it's got to be on the desk. No, it's not. It's right there. Here I am doing like a child's version of LED compared to that stuff you brought to Minefield. How many LEDs did you have on that quad?
I have a beautiful property on the beach. Lots of sandy beaches around here. Fact is mostly beaches.
There's just no ocean. There's just no ocean where you're at, right?
5,000.
5,000 LEDs on a quad. Have you done much work with cobs? I don't know if you guys could probably see this better now. You see that rolled up on there? You need to do that before you try to solder on it. You need to get that glue, that adhesive, because it's 3M. It's 3M. It's not bad adhesive. You need to get that off there before you try to solder, or you're just going to make a mess. Now, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to get these all together. And I don't know if I should have took that off or not, but I did. And then I'm going to put
yeah, every build gets wrapped. Yay, the ocean is nearby. 1,000 or so miles west and south of here.
And nearby. Just a few thousand miles, right? All right, let me make sure all of these are cleaned up so I'm not fighting with them. All right. Tedious time. This is when we need some, like, I need to have someone else on Discord flying a sim while I'm doing this in the corner or something. Keep you guys excited. And the reason why you can just burn through this adhesive, but the reason why I rake it off is because like I said earlier, I have lifted a pad before. That one's done off the, and that's, when you got as much as I've got on a roll, it's not that bad, but it is after you get them put together. And
the public loves brightly lit quadcopters.
Yep. It becomes a problem when you get them all put together and you're trying to solder it on, run a wire to the quad to get power to it, and because you've burnt the pad up or whatever, it's not clean anymore. A lot of people don't realize that the main function of flux is just to clean your pad and to clean the joint so that you don't have that's what, overcooking it and having an unclean surface or an unclean tip is what causes most of your soldering problems. Or just cheap, junky solder. I've taught so many different people in this hobby of radio control how to solder, and I get a lot of people that are really limited. I've only had a few people that I've actually shown stuff to and so forth that were well enough off that they didn't have to do this hobby on a budget.
Flux capacitors have gotten cheap nowadays. Surprised more have not built a time machine.
That's right. Well, it's the capacitors on them. They're cheap Chinese capacitors. If we were making capacitors in Silicon Valley now, I think we'd have more time machines. It's not the fluxes part. As you know, the flux is not the problem. It's the capacitors. Somebody's watching. What? Fake news. I'm going to fact check him. You do that. I'm a pastor. I get fact checked every day. Half the time it's by my own very family. So don't go getting cocky. The older I get, the more I realize the less I have ever really known. And there's actually comfort in that.
Mate, are you wiring up lights?
Yep. Yes, sir. Hey, mate, how's it going? Yes, I am. What I'm going to do is I'm going to I've taken
I
two.
fly in my front yard all the time, and usually have 2 to 15 people stop and watch the brightly lit quads fly. LOL. Light me up, Marty.
You know, you need to come. Our UWL races we have are in a gymnasium, and I've been talking to the local paper, and even well, I've not actually got to talk to a camera crew, but I've spoke via email to some people with News Channel 2 out of Nashville, and I want to get them to come up to one of our races. And it would be cool if I knew when they were going to come, that like in between heats or in between classes, like a 65 millimeter class and 75 millimeter class, if you could come. And
is it possible to put those lights on a switch?
Yes, it's possible. The problem is, and this is where I'm talking with Dave. They make a pit switch that you can turn them off and on. They also make a programmable switch that you can run it into either your Betaflight or inside that little switch. It's got several different things like a Lorson scan or what. The problem with that though is, one, how much voltage is it going to take? And will it run off of a 5-volt rail? So this is for a UWL that's going to be spec. And the problem that I'm seeing already.
Love Larson Spanner.
Yeah. The problem I'm seeing already in UWL is that you've only got a few colors, like 5 or 6. And that's good as long as you only have like 5 or 6 racers, and they all happen to have right now, the guys that are racing mostly with me, we're running yellow, green, which is what color I'm running, which I've got blue and red also, but I'm running green. Z King's running yellow. Skip's running blue, but Digical's also running blue, and Pink Lady is running pink, and Stu was running white. And that's just about, besides ice blue and purple, those are all of the colors that most everybody that I know of that has 5-volt cobs, those are the only colors. Now I think there's a RGB one that I'm gonna look into, but I want to do this first. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to solder the red to the blue and the blue to the red and get my full length. And
Mars,
how's it going, my brother? You are just in time for the party. Did you bring the snacks?
90%.
90% of the snacks. All right. You guys 90%ers too? I got to have Heads on the channel again. He's supposed to come on about every 6 months to keep continuity working.
Welcome to the party, Richter.
All right, now I'm gonna have to. You guys are gonna have to indulge me. I'm gonna have to pull my eyes in sometimes. Okay. See, I almost made a very bad mistake. I don't know if you guys can see it. No, you can't. I'll just tell you. This side on this one's 5 volts and negative, and then 5 volts and negative. So we've got to spin it around. You can burn them up that way. Somebody told me that they think with these cobs that it doesn't matter as long as it's 5 volts and ground consistently. But if you're going 5 volts through one side that goes to ground on another, then you're going to create a short. And that won't be good. If you guys don't have these yet, I know they're pricey. I don't even know if the guy makes them anymore. But the I don't even know what the thing's called. Omnifixo. All right. Let's give it some heat. Let me get all of the other stuff, put this other cob up. Let me get the cobs up out of the way, because if I drip a piece of solder on them, it's going to melt them. And we don't want to do that.
Omnifixo.
Omnifixo.
Expensivo.
Expensivo. Yes, it is. And I got mine at Black Friday back when it came out, and it was on sale. And I was like, oh my gosh, it's too expensive even on sale. But I'm glad I got it. In the long run, I think it's paid for itself.
Mayo, yeah, it's expensive AF. I got the mini version and still had to cry myself to sleep.
Yes. Yes. There was only one version when I got it. And I don't know what version this particular one is, but I think it retailed for around $100 or something like that. I think they had it for 69 or 70. I think it's $75 shipped and everything. One Black Friday, which it's pricey.
Lol.
Lol. Is there like a lol in the chat? Is that what it means? My trusty old Flux. Bought this in 1976. And here's what I do. Take a zip tie in, cut it off. You know, you throw these things away all the time, right? Put a little flux on it. And then rub it on here. Like so, not a lot. Not a lot. Don't need a lot. You got a hair stuck to it now. All right. So, also another thing that I like, because I do a lot of work with micros, is tiny solder. You'd think PhatPastor would use fat solder, but I don't. I use tiny solder. What millimeter? I don't know, but it's tiny. I could tell you, but I would have to pull it off the spool on my okay. That's how tiny it is. Tiny solder, about like a probably a high G string on
Mars is full.
an electric
Elon,
guitar.
turn around, go back home.
Mars is full, Elon. Ta-da! A little more in case it bends.
A high G string is uncomfortable.
Yeah, but it makes it hard to play lead without it. All right, see the problem I've got here. I've got glue off one end good, but not off the other. And this is causing a problemo. Okay. Pull it off.
Lols.
Let me tin it. LOLs? Multiple LOLs? Burn, burn, burn. What I'm doing here is I'm burning it off where I didn't clean this negative side good at all. Ooh, this is almost coming unscrooged. That wouldn't be good. No, it's hot too. Ooh, hot, hot. Okay. Nope. I want to scrape it off more. Thought I did a good job, but evidently I didn't. High G strings. Yeah. Yeah. Don't wear the G strings. Somebody taught me at the cemetery school that G strings was of the devil, Bobby. And I said, I like Vicky Valancourt. I mean, you're like, what's he talking about? Don't worry. You don't know. Just don't worry. So this is when you guys need to like be chatting and making fun of my soldering skills or something like that. Aha. See you hiding there. Okay. This is just one of 5 joints that I'm going to put together tonight. So could be a
Even
long
if
stream.
I did remember the movie you may have quoted, I am bad with movie names lol. Do you even flux bro?
Yeah, that's what I was doing with the with this. I pull paste flux out of a out of a jar. And I paint it on instead of using a flux pen or anything like that. I'm gonna put a little more on here. The problem
I can
was
roll a joint with you. Oh wait, not them joints. Sorries.
well, I could probably tell you we're probably
Are those
pretty.
NASA approved solder joints thinking face?
Yes. Yes. NASA approved. Get a little bit of my tip wet. Goes right on there after that. All right. There we go. Problem was it didn't have the glue cleaned off good enough. Check it out. Just wipe the excess flux off.
Oh
of
man,
it.
I can't lol. But that one was open to a good one. Ordered 2 ESC from Amazon, had horrible reviews plus a possibly a clone, but for 19.99 each. Lol. Holla.
Holla.
Definitely P worthy.
Holla. All right. Now let me check these with my magnifying eyes. All right. This thing right here. Y'all don't need to see that. Still got some adhesive on parts of it. Gonna make my life easier just to give it a good.
PhatPastor way out of context. Clip worthy.
Clip worthy. Clip me. Heads
PP
has
worthy.
yeah. Yep. Heads has ongoing permission to clip me and use me for whatever gain he can get from his channel or the laughs or whatever. Even let one of you guys clip my feet so you can show my toes. As long as none of you come around here with some kind of freaky foot fetish, either one, I'll shoot you. I'll shoot you dead 90%. Not dead. I can't say that. I meant like the batteries. The batteries were dead on my microphone. Yeah. Well, if you're talking about animals or carbon-based beings, I think you have to use the word unalived now, which sounds so stupid. stupid.
I like butts. Teehee.
I like
Solder with your toes.
butts. Do you like big butts and you cannot lie? I solder with my toes. My wife thinks it's disgusting that I pick up stuff with my toes. She's like, that's gross. I'm in the house, I drop something on the floor or something. Remote or something. I reach down, pick it up on my toes.
Slow cooked and smoked.
Oh, Boston butts. Even ones that look like E.T. You saw that meme the other night, didn't you? Look at me, I mow my grass
Got acquired
today.
that sub 250 on a dead pack, but over when fully charged. LOL.
Look at this. I'm worse than Albert Kim. All I did was mow my grass today. I'd meet somebody for lunch, and my fingernails look like I changed a transmission. Can't stand having dirty fingernails. Dirty fingernails, kids with droopy diapers, and smell. Something stank, like kryptonite to me, man. And here's something that's clip worthy, so I'll make it big so y'all can.
What's your main transmitter? Chew them.
My main transmitter is a Boxer.
Please don't.
It's the Boxer. What was I was going to give y'all something that was clip worthy. Pickles, because they stink. Anything that stinks. Dirty fingernails. Kids with saggy, wet diapers. And Albert Kim's crack fingernail are things that gross me out. And that's not anything that Albert don't know. I've probably only left 100 messages in his
Pinch or
reviews.
thumb. Just JFPV. What's up, man?
Hey, Just Jay, how's it going? You guys know Just Jay? That is Joe Scully's
LOL.
Prodigy racing son. So how's it
That's
going,
so
man?
funny.
Yep. Yeah. But after all these years, he has not
Good
banned me.
yourself.
He's not banned me from his channel. After literally hundreds of comments, asking him nicely, threatening him, doing whatever I could do to get him to cut that cocaine fingernail he got.
Hey, at
my
8-bit FPV.
my opinion doesn't seem to matter with him on that one. So, for whatever reason, he's keeping it. You know, he's like, I like my cocaine nail. You leave me alone. PhatPastor.
If you raced Albert, who will win trophy?
If I June go.
Cocaine fingernail.
Yes. Albert Kim, he doesn't do a whole lot of FPV stuff anymore, does he? Or am I just not paying attention to it? I know he got big into the e-bikes and things like that. I mean, I don't know. I guess if somebody was going to send me a...
If he is on an e-scooter, Albert might take him.
Yeah. I don't know. I was going to say, if somebody was saying they was going to send me $1,000 e-bike if I just reviewed it, I'd be tempted, I have to say.
There you go lol, that's about right.
But I wouldn't do it with a cocaine fingernail. That's for darn sure. Too much flux on it that time.
You sure that's not a earwax scrapping nail? LOL.
It could be. Could be his booger nail too. But I don't want to know if
They
it
are
is.
great for FPV.
Booger nails? Or are you talking about like a wire stripping fingernail? I've had people tell me that that's probably what it is. It's just he's got a wire stripping fingernail. Like, yeah, then why is it on his pinky? I'm joking, it's not on his pinky. Come on. Too much flux.
E-scooters and e-bikes lols.
Okay. I thought I had that clean. Evidently not. Gotta be careful doing this. You melt everything on your desk. Moving your Omnifixo around with a hot soldering iron in your hand. It's a good way to do it. I'm kind of having to lean over too to get
Switch
it in
the cam, I want to watch Big Dog.
Oh! Sorry about that. I thought y'all was watching this. Oops. Pulled it apart again. Crap. Let me tin it this way. I know my head's going to be in the way for a minute. It's just the way it's got to be sometimes. Okay.
Eyes. Me and the neighbor who is a mad scientist when it comes to metals and paints. We discussed customizing my e-scooter and give a look at the old Indian Papusa motorcycles. Oops.
My neighbor who's a mad scientist when it comes to metals and paints. We discussed customizing my scooter. Let me just put that up there. Y'all can read it. Make my neck stiff. Getting old. Can't stay in one position too long. No, get it there.
They are small motorcycles they used to drop with soldiers during World War II.
Ah. I think that's got it. Nope. I think that might have it. Huh, that's pretty cool. If you guys want to, if it would be easier for you, I can open up an audio channel on Discord where you guys could talk to me if you want to, if that's easier than hearing Jarvis's messed upness.
Your mum has great papusa.
Yeah, my mom's been on the channel. She's was riding the scooter. Be careful, 'cause she watches too, and she'll hunt a brother down.
Gave the Gem Fan D95 blades a try. Camera quad RID all of it 397 grams, hovers at 11%, impressive crop. Neighbor is restoring some for a dude. These were in Europe and used during the war.
Cool.
Late 40s motorcycles.
My dad used to have a motorcycle made by Jeep that they used, I think it was around Nam time, in between the bases or something like that. I don't remember what it was used for. Put a sidecar on some of them. They had a gas tank under the seat.
One has bayonet holes in the tank.
There we go. You can't have enough bayonet holes. Right? Am I right? Well, according to the alcohol, tobacco, and firearm, you can have too much, but where's Mike when you need him? Where's Skydozer when you need him to come in with a good government meme or comment? Somebody asked me the other day why I was thinking about doing this. It's like, why put all of that work into it?
Poopy, what?
I was like, why not?
I'm lil old for an e-bike, but I love my Surron. He might be sneaking around under one of them desks.
Love Sarah. I don't know what that is, June. What's a Suron? Is that like the dress that Bardware wears? That's a sarong, right? I know it sounds something like that. Not accusing you of wearing a Bardware dress. Wouldn't do that.
A Surron would be cool.
What's a Sarah? Come on. Humor the old guy here.
It's an UAP, you lucky bastard, Juna Loco. Be right back.
A UAP. Kind of like an Argo?
I would give my left testicle.
Is
and making the sign of the horns.
Is it kind of like an Argo or something like that? Y'all remember the Argo from back in the day, don't you? 6-wheeled amphibious buggy thing. Really? Well, you put the heat on it and you'll find out whether you got rid of all of the glue or not. Because it'll start to turn brown and get funky if you got any left.
I was gifted a mini 4-wheeler chassis that will be electrified someday. It is an electric downhill mountain bike basically.
Oh. 2-wheel, 4-wheel? bike. I'm assuming it's two-wheel. I don't know why I'm not familiar with that. I used to be really into motorcycles before I got married. My wife asked me to quit
Pretty much an
riding.
electric dirt bike. Interesting.
Ah,
I want that new one that Saronsta reviewed last week.
yeah. When I was engaged to my wife, she worked at in the ER at the local hospital, and I was riding motorcycles from second grade up until the time that we got engaged.
A Suron can roast the tires at 100 kilometers per hour. Sigma, yes, I want one now. Mike grimacing face. Insane bike dude lol.
Hmm. Why are you being like that? Come on, don't do that. All right. Now let's put a wire on it and see if it works before we try to do anything else with it. Put some wire, not a wire. Okay. So here it is. Red, blue, red, blue.
Play some holy music in the background.
Some holy music? I don't know about some holy music, but I can.
Grinning face with squinting eyes. Face rolling on the floor laughing.
Them holy artists will pop you as quick as anything else will. Copyright you. Let's try synthwave.
Some honey music.
Hang on. That's probably too loud, isn't it? Is that better? Can you guys hear the music? Let me see if it's type something. I want to make sure it's not louder than Jarvis. Or not louder than me. Can you guys hear? Can you hear me at all?
That's better. It's groovy.
Groovy. Let me bring it down just a little bit so I can hear myself think. There we go. This is Creator's Mix.
That
You
there
guys-
is good seas.
You guys can go on there and pick out what genre and type of music that you like, and
DJ,
it's
turn up my headphones.
completely it's completely free. So if you're a creator or you're wanting to make videos that we can play on your videos, that and you can tell people so they'll play it without worrying about getting rid of your audio. Like if you post it with me, if you just say in the description or let me know when you post it that that the music is Creator's Mix. Not only is it royalty free, but people like 8-Bit that mixes their own music and stuff. They will, you can become a contributor, I guess, which adds your music to it. It's just a group of guys that got tired of big music, I guess, slapping it to the creators out there all the time. So they contacted me. I've got some of their shirts and stuff, and they had somehow, I don't know how, but they'd seen on my intro that the music part of the Back to the Future soundtrack, we had to do it as a cover because they kept copyright striking me. And in that, so a young man that used to go to my church was a really good
Will
lead.
those solder joints conform with the ducts?
Yeah, they should. Haven't had a problem with that yet. I don't know if you can see it now, but you can't tell it, but this is arched up. This is lower and it's coming up and then back down right here. Right at that joint's kind of bent. This joint right here is really bent. See if I can show you. Well, that's what it was like. Good wire strippers for tiny wires. Don't know if they'll do these. I have had them do it before. No, not gonna do them on this. Get out from under my fingernail. Tiny wire. Now, 8-Bit, there's not going to be any videos of you coming out at the freak-offs, is it? If not, then I hope it's your I mean, if so, I hope you're in your original self so nobody can tell.
No freaks with Diddy or Epstein, no. No freak-offs with them.
I just want to go ahead and make it
Just
clear.
with Dozer sometimes. Don't tell anyone.
Just with Dozer. Well, I just want to go ahead and say in advance, I don't believe that Diddy killed himself either. Eight-bit, you might find this interesting. My oldest, I have two girls. I don't have any sons. My oldest.
Ever tried Regain?
My oldest can shred a guitar similar to Eddie Van Halen. She can tear. She's a very good pianist, but she can tear up a guitar. And she born straight out of the 90s. But I bought her an old
The Zillionaires
Casio.
Club has started to crumble.
Oh, maybe so. I bought her an old Casio guitar back years ago. And she rocks it, man. Crap. Ah.
I can strum one bouted lol. Pluck here and there, but I can make one make sounds most people don't think a quitter can produce.
I'm not very good. I'm not a very good guitar player. Especially after my head injury. I tried several months back to get back into learning some lead, but it's just not in the cards now. I'm lucky to be able to play again. So in church, I play pretty much predominantly,
Guitar.
solely, just about power
Unplugged.
chords. And if y'all are familiar with guitar, power chords, and church music, well, we don't play normal church music, but
My dad was a musician. He played and sang for 30 plus years.
oh, really? I'm the only one in my family. My mom was a professional clogger back in the day in Nashville. She was a dancer. Aha! Come on. Look at there.
My mum was a go-go dancer.
Look at there. You can't see it, but that is cool. I need to do that seam right there a little better. Your mom was seriously a go-go dancer? 60s? Or are you like, oh, behave? Oh, behave. Oh, come on.
Yay, she did that a bit. That was where my dad and her met, I think.
Now what I'm gonna do is once I get light through them, which I have, but I'm gonna check them again. Bring this music down a little bit more. It's loud on my end. I don't know if it is on y'all's. Once I get light through them all, I'm going to put some.
She cleaned up the drool from his chin.
Working. Okay. So next, what I'm going to do before I put it on is Jesse sold this stuff real cheap because it's black on his site. I think it was like $1 for it because it's black and it makes a mess, but it works for stuff like this that you want to know that you've got a good coat over it. And there it goes. See there? And it kind of acts like a little bit of a liquid electric nail on it. So there it is, what I do with the cap. Is that what no, there it is. And if he still got it for like $1 or whatever it is. Here we go. This stuff here. He had it on his site for like $1. I use it. I don't use it to repair ducts or anything because it, like I said, it is messy. But it's really good for things like this to let you know what's been glued with what. And I'll let this sit up.
And Coach Prime bemoaning the fact you can stream DirecTV satellite free. These humans get the biggest college.
There it is.
DirecTV, and we don't even get a satellite dish.
Enough squawking.
It's Coach Prime.
Bring it in. Sure, they could get all that college football without a dish, but you still got your passion, your drive, your
All right.
your
Incredible career as a football.
I've got a
no, that's
commercial. What is this? Just kill that sound during the commercial. All right. Now, the next thing that I do after this is I take these. Also, you can find them on Tiny Whoop. And they're little tiny clothespins. And I'll pull the sticky off, the adhesive off. And I did want to go from the middle, but I did want to go from the middle but I went ahead and hooked up a spot on the end. So I will run this through. I can go ahead and put it on there with that black still drying. Maybe if the black is in one of these real hard corners, I might wait and let that glue set up a little bit more, holding that solder together. So let me see if it's probably done with commercials by now. Yeah, June, Fun for a Volt, you get to come out to one of our races sometime, man. I met you in person at Minefield. But come out, if nothing else, teach you how to run a timer or something like that. If you don't want to race, don't want to fly, teach you how to run a timer, and you can sit down and run a timer for us. We always need help with something like that. I don't know if this power is going to work. It's not going to work. I'm going to have to find a better place because I got to go from the middle. Unless I ran it, I'm going to have a longer.
Who makes the best gates right now?
Me. No.
Tinahoop Cube.
Tiny Whoop Cube and the Weebleed, the big set that's expensive, that's like the triangle, the octagon, the square. Get those because those can double as UWL gates. Because if you get a bunch of small gates, you're not going to be able to use them for UWL. UWL needs to be at least 40 inches from side to side. So I recommend getting those if you're going to buy some off the market, off the shelf. All right, I gotta get this wire off here. Oh, I turned it off. That's why it's not working. Why I'm taking this wire off is because I'm gonna have to run the power from the inside. From the center. About right there. Let me see if there is a video I can show you guys on Discord. All right, I'm gonna play you guys a video here. while I run to the little boy's room. I'll be right back.
Man, I miss building and flying. This pain has overtaken my body most days and makes everything so freaking hard to do and unenjoyable. That's how it's been lately. Why I ain't been posting much or in the chats like I was.
I'm praying for you, man. I'll be right back.
Even here on the keyboard it hurts to type yo. That sucks, sorry to hear that.
This is Bob Bruce here. Sorry guys, I just had to pause. Yeah, bro, we're praying for you. Yeah, I don't know who this is. Hello, fellas. I'm on a live stream?
Never disarm.
Never disarm. Never disarm. Yep. All right. So now let's just do a preliminary test. Get this out of my way. That's what these work good for. They'll go right over the LED, fits right in it perfectly. Let's see if I gotta get back under here where you guys can see me working. This is supposed to be synth. What the crap is it? I don't have a clue which one it's playing. Let's play that one. Because of the hole in these, like a regular laundry clothesline clip, whatever you want to call it, clothespin. That's what they would use. Let's pull this right there for now. Closed. Kind of wanted it to switch in the middle, but I'll look and see what might have made a small mistake in my measurements, but we'll see. Nope, looks like it's just the way this is going to be to get them even. I'm sorry. Get in there. Oops. Yeah, that's why you want to let that dry a little bit more. You get this gunk, but it just peels right off over here. Yep. And so this will tell me where I need to put my power lead. I can run it from in from the side, but I generally like to run it in the back. So I got it all close pinned on. You can see where it's going to change. It's going to be mostly red on this side. In the back, it's going to be a good evening. Doing commercials. Kroger brand. All right, that's it. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to trying to decide which side I want to go off of. I don't want to do it at the seam because of when I got glue right there. So I'm either going to pick this plug or this plug, or I may just pick this one right off to the side here. That's what I think. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to come off the side of the board here with my wires. It's actually how 533 does it. They come off both sides and wire, because they only put from here to here and here to here on. And yeah, I'm going to pull this off and fasten my wire right where that mark is at. And then I'm going to put it on to the frame before I ever set any electronics in it. And there we go. Here it is. That's the red and blue and red and blue. And right here is my mark. So, because the next thing I'm probably going to be doing is sticking it on here. Oh, wait, where was my mark? It was right in here. This one's going to be it. So first thing I'm going to do is try to scratch.
Sometimes I get telemetry loss.
In your own head, or in your quad, or I think I can definitely say since my head injury, I get telemetry loss all the time. Now it'll be a little easier to do this one because I've just got to get it to stick to the pad good anywhere along the length of that pad. I don't have to build a strong enough seam to hold them together.
Yay man, the pain will get intense enough I will go out. I am gross 98. Telemetry recovered. Gross.
Yeah. Let me see. Yeah. What is your pain? Is it in your back or what? 8-bit. How's it going? I'm gross. We're just doing some cop LEDs on a UWL.
Hello bits, telemetry lost. Wait, telemetry recovered.
Telemetry recovered. That was great. I don't know who was doing it at the
when
last.
When it's them levels, it's everywheres.
Is it fibromyalgia or? That stuff's private. It's just enough that you're hurting, man, and we need to be there for one another. Know what you mean? I'm no stranger to pain myself, but mine's usually limited to my back.
Hey Pastor, been watching in the background and flying Rasagar Tracks 1. I can't tell you an origin.
Hey, I'm gross. Good. I'm glad you're getting some flying done, man. Grayscale. All right. That will improve your skills. Oh, sure. All right, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to put I'm going to skin the ends off of this. I'm going to leave the other end. Well, I will open it up, but it's not going to be this long on the quad. And
nerve
you can put
damage
these
all over. Jet and the ones in the back pinched in a few places has flared up the body's nerves as well, and they all have been damaged from my life at the sands of Blanca.
Was it a military injury? Are you able to get some pinching out of it, or?
And not the kind for the nostrils.
Yeah. Sands of. Yeah. Didn't you sustain your injury when you were in the service? 8-bit.
It's service related.
Okay. So do they take care of you as good as the VA does anyone?
Frequencies, man, frequencies at normal uses they cool, but crank them up they do things.
Oh yeah. Yeah. You know, not to get all preachy, but it's a lot of people. I haven't done a lot of study into it myself, but I mean, I have done some, just not a lot.
Yay, man.
A lot of people.
Indiana VAR did it good. Kentucky VAR sucks.
Yeah. There's a lot of minister friends.
New
out
Mexico
there,
VAR sucks worse.
right? That believe that's why the Bible tells you not to wear wool.
And not the fractal sucks ways.
Right. Truly sucks, yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of people now starting to believe, even, believers in
but
a
I
creator.
have permanent and disabled now.
Right. But I was saying there's a lot of people that believe now, even men of faith and people of faith, that frequency is the reason why it tells us in the law of Moses.
But I can walk, man. I once was nearly paralyzed, so.
Yeah. They believe that that's why the Bible says don't wear wool and linen. That's what people are telling me. I don't personally know. I won't say bigger fish to fry, but I got other fish to fry right now in my life than arguing with somebody over that. But well, I don't argue with people anyway. But there is a lot of people that believe that. Of course, I believe frequency it's frequency and sounds at the core of everything. But I digress. I don't want to get into a big conversation that lose most of the subscribers or the watchers. Watchers. Are you a watcher? Are you a wheel watcher? Remember that? Said that you would watch The Wheel of Fortune.
It's all electric.
That's what Tesla said, wasn't it? And not the Tesla most people know.
We're watching you.
Yep, I didn't get it. I didn't clean it up.
Wireless energies.
Come on. It's starting to burn off a little bit.
Aliens are watching.
Aliens are watching? They're not be watching me. I send them back where they came from. Eight-bit, have you ever researched CE4 research? C as in cat, E as in echo, 4 as in 4.
Oh wait, where is Bigfoot? No one's seen Sasquatch lately. What happened to Bigfoot?
He's back here on my TV. All the things got it covered up. But yep. Yep. They say he's moving to Utah. So he's packed up his stuff out of the mountains of the northwest and out of the east over here. Packed up out of the Smokies and the Rockies, and gone to the mountains in Utah. I'm joking. I just watched the video where somebody said that. You talking about the real Bigfoot or Aunt Bunny's kids? She got big feet children. They stick their face in the water and come up with a fish and say, "Goonie goo goo." I'm dating myself again, aren't I? Yes. Okay, let's see if that's going to light
The real
up.
Bigfoot. It's been quiet about them.
They on vacation. You know they take the summer off, don't you? That's when they go down to Peru. Can't take the heat. Too hairy. Or maybe they shave and go and live in a monastery during the hot part of the year and just come out in the winter. Something to think about. I was up the other night, seriously, contemplating. Why is there no baby pigeons?
Are monks.
Think about it.
Makes sense.
Think about it. Why are there no baby pigeons? I don't live in the big city, but everywhere you go, you see adult pigeons, but never baby pigeons. It makes me wonder if birds are really not real. You know?
They out on one of their spirit walks and we out seeing them thinking they out being scary.
Maybe. That could be it. Now, here I'm actually putting the ducks on now, so I am going to resort to some E6000. Know the difference between E6000 and E7000 is just E6000 is thicker. The viscosity is thicker. So I'm laying down, especially right in here where this plug's going to be. I'm just going to lay down some E6000 on this rim. You ever wonder what the first guy that ever first guy that ever threw a boomerang? You ever wonder what he thought? I bet he thought there's probably some kind of witchcraft or something involved in it. You gotta have a little bit more around these jacked up places. Look how bad my hands are shaking now. This is what almost stopped me
Before or after he got knocked out?
Who got knocked out? I know it's so lagging so far behind. And a little bit more at the end. Yeah, there we go.
Boomerang dude.
Oh, yeah. Maybe he's just like a bug on your windshield. He didn't realize anything.
When he first threw it.
Right. Maybe he was just like, oh.
No idea it was gonna come back.
Right. That's my whole thing. Come on with you.
Stared in amazement. Got conked out.
You know his buddies didn't see it, right? Because he turned around like, y'all see that? Oh, what? What? Okay. Now it's time. Push it in. Let's put some clips on it to hold it. Clip it from the top.
So his thoughts before or after Jet knocked out. Lol.
Yeah. Both. Bet he probably thought, well, this is a weird shaped stick. I'm gonna throw it. Because you guys know the old joke, what do you call a boomerang that won't come back, right? It's a stick. So, what am I doing? What am I doing? What am I doing? Forgot to pull the tape off. We'll have to pull it back out. We'll apply a little bit more glue. Make sure it gets good. Stick. There's still some on there. I think it'll be good.
Got no dog to fetch.
Right. If he'd had a dog to fetch, it'd have been all right. Think how much worse the world would be if it wasn't for dogs. Right?
Oh, I got it now. The boomerang comes back because of the dog we can't see.
Is that the case? Or did the man who threw the first boomerang simply throw something that his wife had created? And she was watching, knowing it was going to come back and hit him in the head. And she was telling all their kids, watch this. Watch what's going to happen. Don't know what that was. Oh, my mouse. Great. Let me get this on here first. And I'm going to cut this last one off. All right, there she is. Let me hook a battery up to it and show you what it looks like on the frame. But first I've got to reach down here and hold my mouse out. Filling my ammo can that I keep there in case I've got a lipo that starts to go off. I'll throw it in a 50 millimeter ammo can, close the lid, and throw it outside.
I mean, there are some wives out there that like to see their husbands hurting, whether they deserve it or not.
Well, my wife doesn't like to see me truly hurting, but there's few things in the house more funny than when I stump my toe. My wife and my daughter just thinks that ranks right up there with slapstick comedy. Dang it, look at there. You see that? Crap! I gotta pull it off. Bad solder joint. Everywhere else good. Bad solder joint. It was all working. Now I'm gonna have to pull that glue off of it too.
That kinda hurting is okay and is funny.
Yeah, but true pain hurting if they're laughing at you. There's an issue there. Like if I'm a kidney stone hurting, yeah, there ain't nobody laughing. Look at that. Look, oh. Oh, I shouldn't have put that on there. Well, but I did. And you may make the same mistake. So let's fix it together.
But man, that does hurt though.
You know what I might do here? Because this has got some glue on it. I may cut a tiny piece of wire and let it work as a hinge in between the two pieces. That might be a better, especially on a frame. It's going to bend a lot. Got that one clean. You ever wondered why, when somebody stumps their toe, you know, people will say Jesus Christ and different things. You never hear anybody, when they stump their toe, say Buddha or Muhammad, Krishna. It's always Jesus Christ. Wonder why that is. I think about things that most people don't think about. Like how much deeper would the ocean be if it wasn't for sponges? And if whales and dolphins can dive miles under the water, how come they don't pop like a balloon when they come up top? Just the questions that I have.
Maybe at the square pants for them sponges.
It might all be about the pants. Got a point. Never thought of it that way. So what I'm going to do...
Octopi and squids are aliens.
What I'm going to do here first, let me move this out of the way, because I'm going to try to put a little piece of wire, very small piece of wire, if I can find some. Where was that one I just pulled off here? Yep, my desk is a mess. This sounds starting to sound like elevator music. What the heck? Let's go back. Tracers. Let's don't listen to tracers. Let's look at something else. Playlist. Nah, let's try. Let's go back to this. Let's see what this is. Pancreas. Let's listen to it. Indigo, let's see. Let's listen to Stomp. I like Stomp.
Hi, I'm Devin Whitmire. People
Hi,
from South
Devin.
Carolina.
Mute. Hi, I'm Devin Whitmire. I don't care. Sending me all your election stuff. I want you to send me some money, so I would do absolutely nothing to help you.
Mute.
I muted? Muted the music. Yes, because it's a commercial. Yep. Now.
When I find something that embraces my vibe,
Here.
like the all-new Toyota
Ba ba ba
Camry.
ba.
It's the Camry vibe. Okay, now I think it's playing.
My vibe is a Camry vibe. Tap
Nope.
the banner to learn.
No.
Unfortunately.
Unfortunately, still a commercial. Yep, I don't pay for Spotify.
Online, flexible, and surprising.
Nope. Nope, nope, nope. Now, how am I gonna get the?
You can do it, we can help.
All right, let me do it this way. You can do it. A must with cobs, in my opinion. Why did it just get louder? Y'all notice that? It's just on my end. All right, here's the plan. I've stripped these wires off. I'm gonna cut them. I'm gonna lay them in between the seams
Hey,
and
Dozer.
resolder them.
Hey, 8-bit.
If I can manage it. Woo.
8-blood. I may have slipped about something.
Uh-oh, you slipped up about something? You won't have to kill him, will you, Mike?
But least the freak off was not with them dudes in the news.
Oh. Yeah, he told us about y'all's freak off.
Slipped about what?
About y'all's freak off.
Like a banana peel.
This might be harder than I thought. Come on. Come on,
That was my freak off. Yay, even Barnwell had to get the moderators in the chat to get things in order.
I need to ask Oops FPV next time he's on here if the Bardwell barn parties are as bad as the freak offs.
He does that a lot.
Yep. I live here in Tennessee, but I've never been to a Barnwell freak off. Wow. That was harder than I thought it would have been.
I was at a barn freak off once. So many wasps.
Too many wasps.
They did not like us destroying all their nest.
I don't know if this is going to work, but I'm going to give it a shot. Show you what my thinking is, guys.
Almost everyone got stung. They were fully clothed. I was in shorts, no t-shirt, no stings.
Put 2 little pieces of wire on there to bridge the connection here. Now, can I doubt that I can. It's too shaky by now. Usually when I start off building, my hands are usually pretty good, but by the time I get close to the end, I am so shaky. Okay.
Gall darn fruit fly flying around my big stupid face while I am trying to shovel food in.
Okay, a little bit of flux on there. Just to help it get messy.
Not cool.
What's not cool? You don't like the music?
Well, cook the food more, or maybe eat something fresher. Semicolon.
All right. Let's see if this bridge worked. You guys see what I did here? Actually 2 wires in between it. So let's see. Round is ground. Aha! All 4 is working. Cool beans. Let's put a little bit more E6000 because it's dried by now, I'm sure.
It came in on leftovers from my wife's work party.
How long has it taken me to do this?
Boys, it's tight till the first for me. This refinancing the house. It's taken all I had and more. It's hot dogs and taters for a few days. Oh man.
Oh yeah. Ain't nothing wrong with hot dogs and taters.
That fly hitched a ride, eh? I am eating hot dogs for the heck of it. IDK, not keeping up.
Yeah. Sometimes I prefer a good hot dog. All right. There it is, guys. Let me move the Omnifixo out the way. That's why 3 hours. That's why I say enjoy the trip. Enjoy the process. Because I'm not going to get around to building any more of it tonight. But let me plug it up to a battery.
Jalapeno dogs. Preferred a beef hot dog grilled. If not grilled, pan fried a bit.
You guys tell anything about it? Let me move this lamp out of the way. You probably can't. But it's... Let's see if I can hold it together. It's red, blue, red, blue. So we let her dry, and then we hook
Topped
her up
with pico de gallo.
with some pico.
And a tomatillo sauce that's mixed with spicy peppers of choice.
Guys, if you would, if you haven't already, smash that like button for me. And remember, the coolest people on the channel are those that subscribe and are members. So if you want to be cool, you have to subscribe and be members, or you're just not cool. Ask Calvin, he will tell you. He don't lie.
I smashed
He won't lie
it.
for him. Smash it. There you go. Smash
I
it.
hit the like button. Is that okay?
That's it. Lick it. Let's put
Dozer almost smashed my tongue.
Was Dozer smacking it while you was licking it? That sounds gross. All right, here she is, guys. What I'm gonna call it is I'm gonna call it. What did I do? Okay. I thought I put this in a 2S frame for a minute. I was gonna get upset, but I didn't. There she is. Blue up here, red here, blue here, and red here. So it'll be blue, red,
Clip that
and
lol.
red, blue. There she is.
There are some prime clips tonight. Rick and Morty is so epic.
You know, I know what you guys was thinking while I was soldering up. Y'all was all like,
Are you okay? Yeah. I'm fine. Oh.
oh,
Are you okay?
I didn't mean to do it twice, but you guys can watch it twice. I'm on,
Yeah. I'm fine. Oh.
trying to make it fit screen.
Yay, I
There
was
we
hitting
go.
that.
Yeah.
That juice.
Yeah, this is one of my funnier ones here. It won't do it on this one. Go here. What's going on? Do I have it? Oh, I have it on. Have it muted. That's not the one. That's not the one.
Electrify.
That's not the one. Where's the good one? That's this one. There we go. You know how long I worked on that? It was crazy.
Mexican guy is wrecked.
Yep. It was crazy. This one's still one of my favorites though.
You big dummy, you big dummy, you big cold-blooded dummy.
Seen guys like that out here.
Yup. There we go. Checking all my.
And pretty much covers the personalities.
Yep. All right, guys. Well, I'm gonna wrap this stream up tonight. Took me 3 hours to put LEDs on a UWL. But hey, it was the first time I've done multiple colors like that. And I believe that there's probably some racers out there when they see the red and blue, especially if I can get them to strobe. They'll pull over or take off faster.
No distractions either, lols.
Right. It might cause them to take off faster. I haven't thought about that. This ain't no race. This is the laws. If the laws is out
Glad
there,
I can't help distract time with you, Marty lol.
Thank you. You helped me. Help me get it done. I wish y'all could see it. It looks a lot better than that. Hang on. You can see it a little better in this. And the wires will get hot after you stick it in there for that very long and start to get hot. So, yep, it's going to go in from the side into the flight controller. Boom. Right there. That's how she's gonna run. Why does it keep going to
lit.
like... I mean, this is like Barnaby Jones or the music playing in the lounge on the Love Boat. Yeah. Yeah, these tunes is coming to you tonight. Yeah. Just a word sent out from Sexy Chocolate. You know who you are.
Grizzled frizzled drizzled. Lol.
Yeah, Daddy always told me, son, you got a face made for radio.
Lol. Sexual chocolate baby.
We gonna close out this stream tonight with some tunes from way back. This one goes out, special request from 8-Bit to Skydozer. You know about the bananas? Yeah. And remember, wherever you're at and whatever you're doing, remember to rise on up and meet me in the air. Take care, guys. I'm done. I'm out. I'm out of here, guys. Y'all have a good one.
Rise up. Later, friends. Laters, Marty, ha 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 ha. Much loves.
Okay, guys. Love you all.